Hey, what's crackin', beautiful creatures? I'm Carl Asami.
And I'm Max Cal, and this is P.O.W. Prisoners of War. A game made by SNK, the people behind the Neo Geo. And this is actually an arcade port that was made back in 1988, and then about a year later it was brought home to the NES console. But I don't know, one of the often complaints I have about this game is the lack of a two-player option, since the original arcade actually included the option to have two players on screen.
And we were very disappointed children when we rented this game, took it home, and realized it was a beat-em-up that didn't allow for simultaneous two-player support. I remember being so disappointed.
Yeah, so luckily somebody was able to remedy this with this ROM hack that we're going to be playing now called, well, it's in the name, two-player hack. It allows us to have two players for this game.
Max and I thought it would be a nice game to test out.
Yeah, since we've never been able to get very far in this game.
So let's go ahead and dive right into P.O.W. two-player.
Alright.
I'm excited.
Already you can see a difference here with this white sprited character.
Yeah. The jump animation in this is so dumb. So of course, in this game, you play as a couple of prisoners of war, and you're escaping your POW camp in a country that's not specified, but we can only assume is Vietnam, I guess, given the era, and given the cover art of this game.
Normally my character is supposed to be sporting red, but
I guess to make the palette work, they had to give him white clothing.
Yeah, so this ROM hack was made by a Russian named Tai, or T. I'm guessing Tai. And he's been in the ROM hacking community for about 10 years, and he's best known for his work on rock and roll racing.
Yeah, what kind of hacks has he made for rock and roll racing?
It basically adds some new characters as well as 2 extra computer players to join in, and it's also supposed to have some other crazy features in it, and it's still being worked on up to this day.
Oh wow. Yeah, rock and roll racing has got to be one of my favorite racing games for the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. Awesome soundtrack, gameplay mechanics that are actually good. Excellent graphics. Yeah, big fan of the rock and roll racing games. Good to see this game getting a little bit of love from that guy.
Yeah, I guess his experience working on that game in particular helped him branch off into other games.
So yeah, this game very reminiscent of the likes of Double Dragon, which of course is kind of the king of beat 'em ups at this time. When this game came out, it would have been in direct competition with Double Dragon 2. So, I mean, if I'd compare it to that, I would definitely give Double Dragon 2 the edge, but this is still a decent game. The level design later on does get pretty frustrating and honestly kind of lazy.
Yeah, Double Dragon wasn't particularly known for their platforming sections.
Yeah, but this game also kind of suffers bad level design in the later parts of the game. Very unfortunate. But
yeah, it's only 4 stages, but they are rather long.
And they get really, really cheap later on. But the game starts off with a blast.
Yeah. I mean, this first section here is pretty good.
Yeah. Now, I don't have a lot of experience with the arcade version of this game. I think I only played it maybe once or twice in my life.
I don't think I've ever played this at all in the arcades. I mean, I have seen a little bit of footage of it on YouTube before starting this video, and I don't know, the jump kick seems a lot more useful in that version.
Yeah. Yeah, the jump kick is not very good in this game. You basically have to land the move as you're leaving the ground. If you try to jump someone from far away, it just doesn't work. The hitbox only seems active during like the beginning of the animation, which kind of defeats the purpose of a jump kick, if you ask me. Now, this game, of course, was inspired by action movies of the day. So, movies like Rambo would have been probably playing in the background while they were designing the original arcade game. The Rambo sequels, obviously, not First Blood. First Blood.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen any of the Rambo movies.
Yeah,
I
me
need
too.
to rewatch
Me
them.
too. Ooh, dang, those grenades are instant kills. We just kind of combined like Voltron here.
Yeah.
I think they probably could have spent a little more time with the background here. They couldn't put a mountain or some clouds back there.
Yeah.
Lazy SOBs.
Something tells me they didn't get to work on this game as much as they could have.
SNK was always kind of hit and miss when it came to Nintendo games. Some of them are pretty darn good. Some of them are pretty rough. I would say this one kind of falls in the middle.
Yeah, from what I can understand, they didn't really enjoy creating games for the system.
Did they just not like the hardware of the Nintendo, or was it too weak, or?
Yeah, I think it was kind of a combination of that and the policies that Nintendo had around that time.
Yeah, that's true.
With the 5 games per year and being exclusive for their console. You know, it wasn't really until the early 90s when the courts kind of slapped Nintendo with
Put an end to those practices.
Yeah, so to speak.
Yeah, Nintendo, a lot more friendly these days, I'd say.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably the quickest boss fight.
That was cool though.
I mean, normally that fight could usually last for a while.
We got kind of lucky there. I kept just accidentally throwing grenades at him. You succeeded in escaping from P.O.W. camp.
Oh, so does that mean that we... Oh, I thought we won.
Yeah, isn't this
We
P.O.W.? Where are we now?
Well, now we're out for revenge.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're just gonna go over to the main enemy's headquarters and...
Where were those two guys going? They were like ready to bail before the fight began. They're just like, oh no, 2 prisoners escaped, let's get out of here.
I don't know what these letters do. I think it's supposed to spell out something.
Neither do I. I have no idea what that system's in place for. I should have read the manual before playing this.
Which we don't have.
Yeah. Yeah, we own the game, but we don't, I mean, we don't have the box or the manual, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ooh, brass knuckles.
Yeah. So this game always, like, these days when I look at it and play it, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Operation Wolf, or Bloody Wolf?
Bloody Wolf.
Bloody
yeah.
Wolf, yeah. That's great arcade game and a great TurboGrafx game. I'm
I mean,
quite
it's
fond
not a
of it.
beat 'em up by all means, but yeah, it seemed like these commando type of games were kind of the flavor of the day around the late 80s to early 90s.
Yeah, what other games? There's Commandos, or Commando. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Kari.
Yeah, Kari Warriors. Yeah, military-themed games were very popular during this time. Before Call of Duty.
Mhm.
The way these guys flip in, it kind of reminds me of the Ninja Turtle games. Fighting the Foot Clan.
Yeah. This was the early days of beat 'em up, so the Nintendo Entertainment System didn't have a whole lot of these. partially due to the lack of buttons.
Yeah, they definitely had to make some adjustments because the original arcade game, I think, was a 3-button game. There was a button dedicated to just jumping. And so, of course, for this game, they went the route of Double Dragon, where pressing A and B at the same time makes you do the jump kick. And then you can do the back fist by kind of pressing away and punch at the same time. There was a headbutt move in the arcade game that I don't think is in this version.
No, it's
Ooh.
not. Oh, was that my last?
Oh no!
Oh, didn't you?
So if one player dies,
Yeah.
it's game over. That's rough. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. Guess some limiting programming skills there.
Yeah, let's give this another try though.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really fault the guy for that.
Yeah, that's my first problem I have with this hack so far.
Yeah.
So far, I gotta say, I got a very positive impression of this. I feel like this game really should have been 2-player from the very beginning. It's ridiculous a ROM hacker had to make this happen.
He's actually made a couple of similar hacks like this one. He's has also made a 2-player DuckTales 2 hack in which
what?
the second player plays as Darkwing Duck.
That's awesome! Oh my god, oh man, as a kid, I would have killed to play a game like that.
Would have been the ultimate team up.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man, I hope with the revival of the DuckTales cartoon that they do a new Darkwing Duck. I always love that character.
Yeah, the closest thing they really ever did with a crossover with those two franchises was in the comic books, but apparently they were so ill-received that it's no longer considered canon.
Oh wow, I hadn't heard that. It must have been pretty bad.
I mean, they pretty much confirmed that they take place in the same universe. They just...
Well, yeah, you had Launchpad in both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really surprised back in the day they never did a crossover event with those cartoons. They were both very popular. Took place in the same universe, as you said, so it seemed like a no-brainer. I wonder what prevented that. Leave it to us to start talking about DuckTales while we're playing P.O.W. So what were your some of your favorite beat 'em ups for the original Nintendo?
Well, again, there weren't a whole lot of them on Nintendo, but I think on a technical level, Mighty Final Fight probably played the best.
Ooh, yeah, I was a big fan of Mighty Final Fight. That could be one of my favorite beat 'em ups actually on the Nintendo. It's designed really well. It's got great graphics, rockin' soundtrack. I mean, say what you will about the chibi art direction, they made it work really well. The animations are really good. It's a hard game, but it's not like impossibly hard. Like, I did manage to beat it as a child a few times, so yeah, that's a great game. I'm also gonna give a shout out to Ninja Turtles Manhattan Project.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't think
no!
that was kind of cheap there. But yeah, Turtles 3, that's a great game.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite 2-player beat 'em up on the system.
Definitely one of the best Turtles games.
Yeah, that one really had a lot of love from Konami.
Speaking of which, this same wrong hacker Ty also made a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 hack.
Wow, okay, cool.
It basically makes the game more challenging. It adds 2 extra difficulty levels.
Oh wow, and that game's already pretty challenging.
Yeah, but I figured we've been playing that game for years and gotten pretty darn good at it.
Yeah, we should, maybe we should give that hack a try one of these days.
Yeah.
Oh god, these guys kind of remind me of an enemy in Ninja Turtles. Are they only attacking me? They are! These dicks! So they try to stab me in the back. So let's see. Okay, protect my back. Protect my back.
All right.
Yeah.
Exploit.
Exploiting the AI for the win.
I guess the game wasn't expecting there to be a second player, so I am of no threat to them.
Oh god, I just came very close to getting killed there. Where are these guys going?
Yeah, this game actually takes guns very seriously. They actually
do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oof, oof. Oh my god. Oh my god, my sphincter is clenched.
How far do you normally get in this game with one player?
Last time I played, I think I did eventually manage to beat the second level. The level 3, I got so fed up with the poor design that I just quit. As I recall, they throw so many enemies at you, and the levels get kind of bland, to be honest, from what I recall. So yeah, I don't think I've gotten past level 3.
Yeah, I mentioned before, these levels, they go on for pretty long.
Yeah. I'd rather have more levels that are shorter than really long levels that are boring.
I don't think I mentioned this before, but I think this ROM hack also increases the speed of your character slightly.
Oh, I didn't even notice, but you're right. You're right. We are moving quicker. Oh god.
I was just checking to see if you can go in here. Yeah, these little fights here are actually exclusive in the NES version.
Oh, they didn't have these in the arcade version?
Nah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just died. I'm dead.
You did get cornered there.
Yeah. I didn't realize I had an extra life.
I probably should have avoided this.
Nice.
But I gotta see what kind of goodies they give.
We got an L, Max. Good job.
I think that was supposed to give me health.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
I thought
okay.
it was just another random letter we were collecting that
Yeah.
I don't understand what that is.
Yeah.
But
Should see if there are any scans of a manual for this game.
yeah, we probably should have read one of the manuals online. That's for sure. It's okay. This is a checkout video. We're not trying to beat the game or anything. Just checking out some ROM hacks. Now, is this playable on original Nintendo hardware?
I think so, because when I was reading the README notes for update changes, one of the things that he added was more sprite flickering so that the game could be able to run better on real hardware.
Okay. So for people out there with flash cards or people out there who like to make custom cards for ROM hacks, apparently this works on the original hardware.
Yeah.
It's good to know. Good to know.
Afraid to get close to this guy. I'm
See if I
close
can
to death.
punch him in the back here.
The honorable thing to do.
Man, he really wanted to stab you.
Yeah. We were talking about Oh, is this? Oh, I didn't know he had a.
Oh my god! Damn it! Got killed by the Terminator.
Want to give it one more try?
Yeah, we'll give it one more shot. One more shot. For the win, Max. Oh my god, these levels are ridiculously hard, aren't or
Yeah.
ridiculously long.
I guess
rather.
that's why they give you infinite continues.
Yeah, but extra lives would be good too.
Yeah.
So we got to avoid all the grenades. We got to avoid getting shot. We got to avoid.
I'm gonna avoid most of these hut fights.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. I know they give you items and pickups, but let's try to rush through this level
sometimes
if
you
possible.
can. Yeah.
This jerk.
We were talking about turtles earlier, and I heard they're already creating a new turtle series.
Didn't the current one like just end recently?
Yeah, and they're already jumping to the chance of another art style and tone for the series.
Is it 3D animated? I haven't seen any pictures.
I think they're going back to 2D animation of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really know much about it, but I have seen the character design for April O'Neil. She's black now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I think in the original comics she had slightly darker skin, but I don't think that's the reason why they're doing it.
Well, it's the in thing now. Either you gender swap the character, or you make them a new ethnicity to add a little more flair to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on that. It's not like I'm that attached to April O'Neil. Like, okay, she's black. That's fine.
Just as long as she still has the spunk that she's known for having.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there are people probably signing petitions as we speak to bring back white April O'Neil, but like I said, I don't really care. Oh shit. Jesus. Yeah, this is a game that you kind of have to memorize when those spots happen. This is not an easy game.
Wish I had the high knee from Double Dragon 2.
Yeah, really. I'm going to admit there's a couple times that I've instinctively tried to do the high knee and then I realized, oh yeah, that's not possible.
These fireballs are always cheap.
Alright.
Well, luckily we know how to get through these guys here.
Jump!
Yeah, for some reason you have invulnerable. Wow, I just ruined the entire game there.
Damn it. But yeah, if you like P.O.W. and you want it to be 2 players like it was supposed to be, this is pretty cool.
Yes, I definitely recommend this. Hopefully we'll check out more hacks from this guy.
Yeah.
Good job, Ty.
Good job. Thank you very much for this hack. Doesn't fix the bad level design in the game, unfortunately, and the fact that one player dying gets you a game over is kind of lame. I would definitely change that if I were working on this, but whatever. I'm not a ROM hacker. I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, we can't have everything we want in life, but
No.
what we got here is fine. Well, that's it. I'm Max Cal.
I'm Carl Asami.
You have yourself a good day.
Later.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Twin Opinion cares about your opinion, and your participation keeps us alive. So share your comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. You can also find Twin Opinion on Facebook or visit our website at asamiarrow.com.